9411.
This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. What's happening? It is Wednesday afternoon. Today is July 27th. This is Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. Hey, speaking of 7 Mile Casino, just 1 second here as we start the show. If you find yourself heading towards downtown San Diego, and I'm talking to everybody who is north of the 8 right now, if you find yourself heading down to downtown San Diego for a Padre game or for a nice dinner or whatever it may be, 7 minutes south of downtown San Diego is 7 Mile Casino. So you might want to check them out because on one side, there's Sammy's Restaurant and Bar. Everybody knows Sammy's Woodfire Kitchen, the Woodfire Pizza place that everybody loves. That's on one side. Blackjack, poker, table games on the other side. My favorite part, smoke-free environment. And again, I say to everybody who heads south, the first couple times I was at 7 Mile Casino, I was like, what the hell is going on down here? It's beautiful. Like, I live in North County. I never get down that way. But now that my girlfriend's parents live down that direction, I find myself down there more frequently. And so I go to 7 Mile Casino. I love playing blackjack there. I wish everybody good luck. And if anybody has any problems related to gambling, you call 1-800-GAMBLER because this is supposed to be fun, not take over your entire life. You feel me? So have fun at 7 Mile Casino, 7milecasino.com. Grande, Brown Man, Wednesday. Good afternoon. How we feeling today, fellas?
Great. Fantastic. Excellent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Feeling great. I just figured out something very side notish, but still on brand, on topic a little bit. The San Diego Wave that we talked about earlier this week, how they're trying to sell out the first home game at the new stadium.
Did they get us tickets?
What is the date of that?
Saturday, September 17th, 7 p.m.
Saturday, September 17th.
Hey, San Diego Wave. Let me have a little conversation with y'all real quick. I don't mean to interrupt what you about to say, but I'm going to say this. I'm bringing Baby J, bringing the queen to the game.
Wow.
So it'd be nice. It'd be nice.
To get a dub?
No.
Oh.
To sell that thing out and make sure we find ourselves with, I don't know, maybe a 3T jersey. That's all I'm saying. Is
3T a size or?
Yeah, it's a child size. The T's for toddler. Little 3T. She's beautiful. Great, big old blonde tips, brown hair, model
I'm
face.
gonna reach out to them. I'm gonna get somebody on.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad you're saying that, Alex, because a couple of things I was thinking about was, we have not really made contact with the San Diego Wave yet. And they have not reached out to us, which I don't know why they haven't. I mean, that would have been a smart thing to do.
For those listening in the listening world, I'm waving to the wave. Hey, hey, boo.
Whoever runs their PR should be like, okay, let's analyze the media situation in San Diego. And how do we get onto radio and how do we communicate to a bunch of people that love soccer and probably have children that want to go to these games like I do? My daughters would love to go to this game. It just so happens I'm going to be out of town that particular weekend because my son's got a college football game. But that being said, it would be smart of the Wave to reach out to us.
If they need a chaperone, let me know. I'll be there anyway.
Okay, cool. But here's the thing.
They might have.
If I gotta listen. If I were them, I'd be coming to us saying, "Hey, how do we get on the air with you guys?" And on the other hand,
at USD,
right, and on the other hand, they are doing really well. Good for them. I'm happy for them because I'm a huge fan of women's soccer and I want there to be a pro league. You go, well, what do you mean you're a huge fan of women's soccer? I mean, everybody who listens for a long time knows, I've been through this thing for the last, literally, 15 years of my daughter playing club and then ECNL and then high school and then college. I mean, I love it. It's a great game. And I love to see these girls excel. It would be smart if they reach out to us. If they haven't, not smart. We'll reach out to them though, because I think it's a really cool thing that they're trying to do, be the biggest crowd and a sellout at the new Snapdragon Stadium, which is, it's here.
So,
so I like
what
it.
I was going to say is, San Diego, it's not a sports town anymore, kind of, but it is an event town. You know that. So that weekend is a big weekend for both stadiums in town, because I did not put 2 and 2 together until this morning when I bought San Diego Wave tickets for that.
Now,
game.
hold on. You hear the difference, Browner?
What?
Browner is saying, yo, Wave, I need 2. I need a jersey.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I never said I need 2. I got 3.
Mm-hmm. Browner bought
3.
his tickets that day.
Oh, you did?
I brought my tickets yesterday, player. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
and they're going fast, yo.
Player,
because whenever I brought it up, there was a lot of tickets available. There's still tickets available, but the good ones, like I don't know if there is a bad ticket because I haven't been there yet, but like the 100 sections, that stuff's selling out quick, dude. I was gonna sit like midfield, second row. I have now been relegated to corner, fourth row because tickets are like selling so quickly on the 100 section, which I'm cool with. Whatever. I just want to get in there.
Okay.
It'll be my first time there.
Yeah.
But that weekend, I have put 2 and 2 together.
Mm-hmm.
Petco Park is busy that weekend with Bad Bunny.
Oh,
Bad Bunny playing Saturday and Sunday at Petco.
Okay, and so you must be going to the Sunday show then.
Exactly. So Saturday, Snapdragon, San Diego Wave versus Angel City, LA. Sunday, Bad Bunny, Petco.
Wow. Hey, that's, by the way, great job by the San Diego Wave. I don't know who deals with the scheduling, but whoever said, hey, look, our first game should be against our rival, the team from LA. That's super smart. Maybe obvious to everybody, but I just want to shout them out and say that's really, really smart. So, okay, that's cool. You know, it's funny you mentioned Bad Bunny coming to Petco Park in September because today being Wednesday, tonight at Petco Park, while the Padres are still in Detroit, in Petco Park, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are playing tonight. And I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, they are one of my top 3, 4, 5 rock bands of all time. And I'm not going to go to the concert tonight. I was going to go, and then I decided I'm not going to go. I had a lot of personal dilemmas, fellas. You know, I was
today.
For tonight's Red Hot Chili Peppers.
What is
show tonight?
Personal dilemmas?
Because you said a couple of them. Yeah, there's a few of them. I mean, the first is my son is getting ready to leave to go back to college. So that's happening on Tuesday of next week.
Oh.
No, Tuesday of this upcoming week. But he also has he's got to work, I think, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
He should have quit that. You should have get the last weekend off while you're in town.
His last day I think is Saturday. His last day is Saturday. But he's making good money, so he doesn't want to give it up. Number one, and number two, I think I've probably pushed him like, hey, this is your last day of work. But the thing is that Monday of next week I'm hosting the Jim Rome show, so I'm like of no use to the guy on Monday. And on Tuesday, he's flying out of LAX when I got to drive him up to LA. So I'm of no use to him on that day. So like this morning, we literally spent a couple hours like getting him organized and prepared to get him off to school. So tonight, the reason I'm not going to the Chili Peppers tonight, my son is still here and I want to spend more time with him.
Do you have tickets that you're not using?
No. Okay. I had a ticket that was offered to me by Big Blair. You know Blair.
Yes.
And he said to me, come on, last call. Are you coming or you're not coming? And I said, you know what, man, I'm not going to come. Here's why. These guys have like a party bus. They're leaving at like 4:30 in the afternoon. And they got a party bus. They're driving down to Petco. They're going to get in early. They're going to start partying, I'm sure, and have a great time. And they'll be there for the warm-up acts and so on. Me, I'm not going to get off until later in the evening. And then by the time I take an Uber, go down to Petco Park, meet up with these guys, try and catch up to the fun, I'll be way behind. But I'll tell you one other reason. And this is going to make me sound real. You ready for this, Browner?
Elitist.
This is going to be real coastal elite coming your way. Okay? It's going to be real coastal elite coming at you right now. Just the same way Jimmy Buffett is going to play at Snapdragon. And the only reason I'd ever want to go to that is just to be in the new stadium. I don't want to see Jimmy Buffett at Snapdragon. I've seen Jimmy Buffett at the Belly Up. I would love to go to Petco Park tonight and see the Red Hot Chili Peppers because I love that band. But the fact of the matter is, I've seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers in the Belly Up. Here's the point. A venue that holds 600 people versus a venue that holds 33,000 or 45,000, I have become a concert snob.
Oh,
I like a concert snob. I like it. I don't blame you for this.
Oh,
I don't blame you for this. This is exactly the reason why me and my fiance debated hardcore about doubling how much we were going to spend at Bad Bunny, because seeing someone at the sports arena in a smaller, it's not that small, but a much smaller venue than Petco might have been more worth it. But it was just too expensive at sports arena.
Yeah. Well,
but
like,
I'm with
for example,
you,
because like I saw Jay-Z at the sports arena. Okay. And it was awesome. But I saw Beyonce at Qualcomm Stadium, and honestly, terrible.
Yeah.
Like I
Terrible.
was, and by the way, I was up in like a luxury suite, which, at Qualcomm, there really was no luxury to it. It was just a suite, but you couldn't see really very much. The audio was no good. I just don't, again, I'm being coastal elite here. I don't like stadium concerts.
Yeah. I saw, you guys familiar with the band The Killers? I
Yes.
believe they headlined at Kaboo. So
Mhm.
I saw The Killers at the Observatory in North Park, which is 1,000 people. I don't know how
Right.
many people. And I
Pretty
was like,
much, yeah.
I was like 10, not there's no rows, but I was like 10 people behind it, like I was like right there. Could see the sweat on Brandon Flowers' face. And then I saw them headline at Outside Lands in San Francisco, and I was like 100 yards away. Big difference. Huge difference.
Yeah. Right. So like when I saw the Red Hot Chili Peppers at the Belly Up, I'm like, wow, this is like the greatest thing I've ever seen. I do believe that maybe later that year, or maybe it was the next year, I saw them again in San Francisco because the Super Bowl was in San Francisco. And it was good, but it wasn't as good. And I saw Dave Matthews at the Super Bowl that
Always
year,
good.
and he was unreal in this kind of much smaller venue. But I've also seen Dave Matthews headline at Kaboo. This is years ago at the Del Mar Fairgrounds.
Saw it too.
And it was great, but I admit, okay, I was like right up front.
So do you
I
think that all this is getting clouded because if you didn't have to be LA Cap today, you would be on that party bus and you would be going to Red Hot Chili Peppers regardless?
Yes.
if I did not have to work today as LA Cap, if I didn't have to work in Los Angeles this afternoon, different time, different show, different station, the whole deal. If I did not have to work today and I was available at 4:00 in the afternoon, yeah, I'd go.
Yeah, because
But I'm
everything we just
justifying
said,
to myself.
right? Because everything you just said, I was about to say that everything you just said is justification.
Right.
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 I'm justifying to myself this way I don't have FOMO.
Right.
I'm justifying to myself, my son is still here and I want to spend time with him tonight. I'm justifying to myself that I've already seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers in much smaller venues. Okay. And I know I
Did you
have
see
to
them at the
work as
sports arena when they came?
I think
That's
so.
where I saw them.
But
And
it was
I
how
believe
many
your
years ago was
boy,
that?
maybe like 6,
Yeah,
5.
and I feel like I didn't feel like I had great seats for that show at all. But
So
it's still a much smaller venue.
your boy hooked me up and he basically put me backstage. I was like behind the concert. I mean, I was like
Ooh.
behind the stage. And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know if this is a great seat or not, but I'm very close.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I saw Pearl Jam at this is earlier this year. I saw Pearl Jam at Viejas Arena at San Diego State. And I was probably 30 rows back, but right in the middle. I mean, perfect seating. It was really great. And I felt close enough to the band. And there were, I don't know, 12,500 people or so in the arena that night. So 12,500 at Viejas, 13,000, let's say, at the sports arena. I like venues like that. Outdoor venues like the place down in Chula Vista, I can get down with that because I like the outdoor amphitheater thing.
Never again.
Festivals, no, you won't do that?
Well, I'll go there, but I gotta be as close as possible there. I do not like the lawn. It is so
The
hard to
lawn,
get.
forget it.
It's so hard to get
Yeah.
in and out of there.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
no, the
if
lawn
I
is
gotta go, I gotta really want to see the band, and I gotta be like close as hell.
yeah.
Me and the lawn,
So
we're done. We had a good run, but we're done.
I understand. I got it. Well, so here's the thing. So
Wait, why are
again,
you bailing on the lawn?
No, I'm a snob.
Oh.
Okay, I saw one of my favorite bands there, and I was so far on the lawn that I felt like I wasn't even at their show. I felt like I saw Kings of Leon there, and I love them. Like I love Kings of Leon, and the lawn is so far. I was like as close as you can get on the lawn, but it felt like I wasn't even at a show. It just felt like I was listening loudly on some speakers.
I think I'm a little scarred from these stadium shows. When I was probably about 22, maybe 23, pretty much fresh out of college, no job yet, no money of any kind. Me and my best pal, I've mentioned him before to you guys, my buddy Drew. We were down in Florida, and we went to where the Dolphins play football. This is back in the day. I think it was called Joe Robbie Stadium at the time, and we saw Pink Floyd, and we were in the upper deck, total nosebleeds, the kind of seats that just suck. and I could see that Pink Floyd was on the stage, and I could hear the music, and I could see the blimp flying around. I was closer to the blimp than I was to the stage. No, seriously.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know these are Pink Floyd songs, but I don't know if that's really Pink
Yeah.
Floyd because I'm
That's
too far
hilarious.
away.
That's bad.
I know.
That's funny because there's a seat at Petco.
Mhm.
Said at the very, very top once. It was like a joke, like messing around. I
Mhm.
felt like I was in those condos.
Mhm.
Yeah. You were in part 12, dude.
Yeah. So I know the feeling, and it's just really funny when you say that.
It's funny you
Yeah,
say
that is
that. Like,
funny.
is that Pink Floyd? Because I saw Guns N' Roses at Qualcomm,
Mhm.
and I was like, no idea if that's Slash. No idea
Yeah.
if that's I forget the lead singer's name.
Axl?
Axl. I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then those dudes, for whatever reason, they played Welcome to the Jungle like 5 songs in, and me and my buddy looked at each other like, "We good? Yeah, we're good."
Yeah,
We
saw
bounced.
what we came for.
Is that
Yeah.
what we came for?
What's funny about that, I did not go to that concert at Qualcomm because I was like, you know what? Guns N' Roses was a stadium band in the early 90s when I was in college. Are they still a stadium band? Because
There was a lot of people there.
I know but that's just it. So to me, they were able to sell it, which I can appreciate. But for me, I was like, I don't know, man. This was like their first tour back. Am I really a stadium band, huh?
Right.
They
Well, I just saw
jumped
Los
right back in the
Bookies
stadium.
at the worst stadium in the world, and I had a good time. Like I feel like if you put on a good show, if you have the
Mhm.
right stage, because your stage has got to be big. Your stage has to be big. If you're on a small stage in a big stadium, like what's the point? Remember Rolling Stones? They had this massive stage at Petco with massive screens. That makes it seem more interactive, like you're not that far, even though you still are far.
Yeah.
So Los Bookies had a massive, massive stage, and they had 2 huge screens on the side, one on top. So I think it's up to the band to make you feel a little bit more welcome.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about some other shows along the way that I've seen that were really great, but they're medium-sized venues. They're like arenas. Like I was just thinking about Black Eyed Peas. I saw Black Eyed Peas in the sports arena and it was hot and sweaty and everybody was dancing and it was freaking awesome. And they have a San Diego connection. They've been in San Diego and performing in San Diego for a super long time. They used to come down and play the belly up before they really broke out and were big. So I love when bands have a bit of a connection. That's why a couple months ago when I saw Pearl Jam, that was the opening of their tour, and Eddie Vedder had all of his people here. Here's my mom. Here's my guitar coach from when I was in high school, and he's telling stories about being a local. I love that kind of stuff. Red Hot Chili Peppers also, they have a whole history of playing San Diego and being an LA band. Look, again, if it wasn't for my son being here and if it wasn't for me seeing them at the Belly Up, I would be like having tremendous FOMO right now. But I got to play LA Cap this afternoon. Although Alex, you'll be happy to hear this.
Yeah.
They've changed my nickname in LA.
Who's they?
Oh,
The listeners have changed my nickname.
Oh, you're LA Cap in San Diego, though.
I know, but in LA they get a little bit more granular.
Okay.
They now call me East Side Cap.
Okay. So are you
East
North
Side.
County, San Diego Cap? Like similar vibe?
Kind of, I guess. Last night I went on this taco tour around LA. Brown, I've never been on anything like this before. I'm in East LA, and they got these pop-up taco stands, like food trucks.
right.
And dude, everybody's waiting in line. Everybody's patient as can be. There's nobody going, "Hello, come on, let's go." I mean, just people were there, and the food was outrageous. And we went to 3 different taco places. Like one was in front of a Pep Boys. One was in just some random parking lot, and another one was in, again, some random parking lot. And the food was outrageous. And what they do is they reach people on social media. Here's where we are. This is how long we're going to be here. And people just come eat this food. I was blown away by what happened last night.
I saw the one outside the Pet Boys, and I was like, "Ooh, you taking a risk now, dog? Because it's dark. It's a big old Pet Boys sign, but there's a line.
Ain't no risk.
Dude. Hey, dude.
Oh, ain't
I'm
no
the
risk,
only-
huh?
Ain't no
listen,
risk.
everybody's teasing me that I'm the only white guy. Browner, let me tell you something. You know
Oh.
what it's like to be the only one of your kind in a room? You have no idea what this is like, man. You have
None,
no
bro.
idea what
You've
this
never
feels
felt
like,
that
bro.
before.
Yeah, I never
You-
had
you-
that pressure on me.
You have no idea what it feels like to be the only one of you. So here I am last night in this all Hispanic neighborhood, Whittier Boulevard, and I am literally, without exaggeration, I am the only white person there, which, by the way, doesn't even occur to me. But all the Hispanic brothers are going, "Yo, man, we got the only white guy in the house here with us tonight."
So I don't know of any other. I mean, this is what Mexicans do. if you're the only black guy in the group, if you're the only white guy in the room, we will point you out and make you feel way more accommodated than you ever thought you would. Like, we don't like single you out and you're like, the hell's this white guy doing here? No, we start making fun of you, like, oh, look, the only white boy here. Look at this wedo here. That's how it rolls in a Mexican group.
That's the deal. So everybody last night was like, yo, we got this white guy with us, and I'm like, yeah, well, let me get back there and give a hand. And so I went back there and I was cooking with the chef, was hugging it out with the people that were working there. It's great. It's fun. Loved it.
How were the tacos?
So they were bomb AF. Oh, dude, you would have loved it. Adobada?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, 3 different taco stops last night, Alex. I ate 11 tacos and 1 tostada.
Damn.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, you pooped like crazy.
Oh, dude, this morning, you have no idea the pain.
Oh, my God.
The pain I was in this morning. Yeah. All right. We're in the 7 Mile Casino
11.
studio, 7milecasino.com. 11 tacos, 1 tostada. This is Kaplan and Crew on a Wednesday afternoon. We're just getting rolling. We got a ton of stuff we want to get to. We're going to start where we left off yesterday about the Chargers getting ripped nationally. We'll get there. This is Kaplan and Crew.
We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Dominating the SoCal radio airwaves for over 20 years. Join Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner for Kaplan and Crew every Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Only on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the mightier1090.com.
Please welcome in tax attorney Adam Brewer. Adam, thanks so much for joining us again on Main Street Living.
Yeah, thank you. Happy to be back.
So, of course, we have more tax questions for you. First of all, what are the types of business entities that business owners can use?
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd ask this question. So this time of year, this is when, business owners probably just got handed a pretty big tax bill. And so naturally, the next question is, how can they save taxes? How can they save on taxes? And so that's where these business entities really, they may come in. So yeah, what we're looking at is corporations or limited liability companies, more commonly called LLCs. So definitely by using either a corporation or an LLC, business owners may be able to really save on taxes. For the most part, when we talk about tax savings, we're looking at like an S Corp election. And so again, an LLC can do that, a corporation can do that. But the net result is you want to save on what's called self-employment tax. So for 2022, a business owner is going to, by default, pay self-employment tax on the first $147,000 of taxable income. So that's 15.3%. By doing an S Corp election, putting yourself on payroll, you can really drive down how much of your income you have to pay that 15.3% at. Beyond the tax savings, it just offers an extra level of protection between the business owner's personal assets, say their home, and their business operation. So, no matter what business you operate, you're going to have some exposure to liability. So an entity like a corporation, like an LLC, it just puts that extra level of protection between the business and then what the owner has on their personal side.
Yeah, well, clearly a plethora of information that you always provide to us, Adam. We appreciate you being on the show. Where can our viewers get in touch with you for more tax help?
Yeah, like always, they can visit my website, triumphovertax.com, or feel free to pick up the phone. You can always give me a call, 619-591-9500.
The 2022 San Diego Loyal season continues. Live on Your View and YourView.com. Watch the San Diego Loyal host the San Antonio FC Saturday, August 6th at 7 p.m. Come join us at Torero Stadium and support San Diego Pride Night. The first 3,000 fans will receive a free SD Loyal Pride hat. Tickets are available. San Diego Loyal versus the San Antonio FC, Saturday, August 6th on Your View.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
What's happening today is Wednesday afternoon. It is July 27th. It's Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. You know, we started talking in the last segment about college football conference realignment, and Alex said that the story today is probably not good news for San Diego State. I will tell you this. We will get back to that story in just a matter of moments. The reason that instead of us jumping right into it and discussing it is because I forgot. Linda Welby is stopping by here this afternoon. You know, we had a whole we had a whole conversation yesterday about Alex going over to Linda's house and Linda perhaps helping with the wedding. And we had this whole conversation. And then I said, well, we need to bring Linda on the show. So here she is. She is the mom of the original Scott and BR show. And we miss her around these parts. As a matter of fact, let me tell you something. We miss her so much that the other day on Saturday when we did our IV lounge, Joe Rigby told me that his daughter, Kara, no longer listens to the show because she's mad that Linda Welby is not here every day. So, Kara, we're sorry. All right. But here's Linda. You wanted her. You got her. Here's Linda Welby back on Kaplan and Crew. Hi, Linda.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. Wow.
Good.
The new music room in the house looks so awesome. Anybody who's listening on radio, you should probably come look at our YouTube show because now Linda's in her new house. And this used to be like all construction zone and we're not in her bedroom anymore. And man, the music room looks just fire. I like the soundproofing panels on the wall. I like the drums, the mics. In fact, I want to see more of that room. I don't even want to see me on the camera. I want to see, look at how great that room
looks. A little
looks.
bit. Oh, let me get out of the way, maybe.
Look at that drum set, bongos, pianos, mics, amps. And the most impressive part is, for me anyway, is the soundproofing on the wall, because that's when you know you're a serious musician. The rug is one thing to take down the sound, but the soundproofing panels, Linda, your place is looking dope.
Yeah, and I actually have, you can't see it, but off to the side is my own little closet for voiceovers.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, and normally I wouldn't be in this room, but after my conversation with Alex, I have construction people inside the house and I have construction people outside of the house, so I needed to do this in a soundproof room.
All right. Well, this should be where you do any podcast related stuff. It's a great background.
When are you going to start playing the bongos? Well, soundproof room and terrible internet.
Wow.
Linda,
looks
Linda
great.
just froze on us.
Great.
Really?
Oh, there you go.
There you
There
go.
she
She's
is.
back.
She's back.
There we go.
She's back.
Move something.
Question was, when are you going to go play the bongos for us?
Oh, probably not. I can hop on the drum kit and play a couple of things.
Really?
Yeah, not the bongos. Yeah.
Wait, you can actually go back to that drum set and you can play a little bit on the drums.
Yeah.
Prove it.
I would, except I have to tell you.
She's not wearing pants.
You're dressed up at the
bottom.
You're only wearing a shirt.
Raise your hand if you're also the same way.
But I am not going to be. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I was like, don't ask me to get up right now.
So, Linda, so I want to start off by saying, first of all, it's great to see you.
Me too.
Alex was telling me about this visit you guys had on Monday night, and I was hoping to visit with you guys on Saturday, but I hit this crazy wall, and I couldn't come down. I couldn't deal with crowds, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to hear my problems. But it sounds like Band Overboard, Austin, your husband's band, sounds like they rocked the house down at Humphreys this past weekend.
They did. It was an okay crowd. You know, normally it's like really, really packed. It was okay. And then they have another one coming up in 2 weeks. But I'm going to be honest with you. And I love Band Overboard. And they're booking weddings like nobody's business and corporate events. But man, my son's band, he is taking off. And he's playing Wonderfront.
Oh, cool. Cool. Is his band here local, or is he in school in Boston?
He's got one of his bands is local here. So he comes in, he flies in, and he plays with Kenny Can Fly. That's the rap band that he's in here, and they're the ones playing Wonderfront. And
A
then
rap band.
a rap band, yeah.
They be rapping?
My tall, skinny, white drummer's son is in a rap band. Yeah.
Really?
Like
They
the
should get
Roots?
Browner. They should get Browner to help.
Wait. I'm trying to get some clarification on this rap band thing. Like the Roots?
Like, look up Kenny Can Fly. He's really.
I think it's
done.
It's a rapper, but like when he performs live, he has a band.
And he has a band. Yeah. He also, he also has a guy who does the
DJ.
Yeah, like a DJ. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He also has that, but
he's a guy who does whatever the hell.
You know that thing, thing, whatever they do.
Yeah, he's yeah.
But yeah, and then he's got 2 bands in Boston that he plays with. So.
Well, I was saying yesterday, both of your kids, man. I mean, your daughter's an actress / comedian. Your son is a musician. I mean, you've raised some really artsy kids, man.
We like the arts. We support the arts, and
that's cool.
Which is why we're supporting Alex.
All right, so let's talk about this
for my favorite artists of all time.
Right.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the ceremony at our house.
Was
this your son? Is your son in the Kenny Can Fly video?
No.
Okay.
Not in the video.
So you and Austin are going to host Alex's wedding at your house.
Yep.
It's the only way I can get invited to the house. So awesome.
Oh, excuse me. You were invited before, but you had your harem of ladies, as you do, and you
shout
were
out
them.
Shout out.
Well, that's true.
Right.
That's fair. Shout out to the harem.
But Linda, you know that Alex's wedding, Alex, overall total number of guests invited to the reception.
If you ask Mar, she thinks it's 70.
Okay.
That's right.
Because I don't know why, but it's about 90.
Okay. So Linda, Alex is saying that he's got 90 people invited. Let's just assume for a moment that all 90 people decide we love Alex and Mar. We're coming from anywhere in the world to this wedding. We got to be there. Let's say 90 people show up. Okay.
At my house?
Well, hold on. Alex is telling me that what he wants to do at your house is he wants to have the actual wedding ceremony at your house, which would be a much more private affair, like 30 people.
Right.
And then he wants to leave your house. Still haven't decided. Planes, trains, automobiles, boats. We haven't decided
Helicopters.
yet.
Boat. Got to be a boat.
I love this idea of going sailing from the yacht club in Point Loma over to downtown San Diego, which is where Alex's actual reception is. But if he's got 90 people coming and he wants to do a private reception for like 30 people. Now, if I've flown in for this wedding or I've been invited to this wedding, frankly, if I'm being honest, I'm a little offended that I can't be there for the actual ceremony. So do you have a capacity at your house? Like, is it, hey, 30, that's it? Or if Alex said, look, I mean, we're kind of screwed here. We got to invite everybody. If let's say he had 100% attendance, which was 90 people, and you said 90 people at the ceremony, would that be a problem?
Yeah.
Oh, would you?
I don't think we can accommodate it.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, what we need to do is I want to fit as many people as we possibly can comfortably. And I think we kind of, there was wine and beer involved, so we didn't really have some solid numbers, I don't think.
No, Austin was the mathematician.
He was more the mathematician. But yeah, so once we figure out set up chairs and really get the spacing on it, so it's, it's doable. Then we go for as many as we can comfortably.
I also think Alex doesn't want 90 people there himself.
Why not?
Right. He's a small crowd guy.
Yeah, but Alex, I mean, wouldn't you want everybody to possibly be there?
No.
Look at Scott.
If we were at our I know, Scott, at our original
party,
at the original idea at the venue for the ceremony, everybody was going to be invited, but I think Linda's being ridiculously gracious to allow us to do it there, and we approached her with a number. She was cool with it, so that's what we go with. And by the way, so aggressive, I don't know. See, the thing is, so I don't know how many people watch this show that I know. So I already know that some people that watch this show are not even invited to the general wedding. So I haven't had any of these conversations yet. My idea is to, if you're part of the ceremony people, like you're gonna get my idea. I don't know. Mara she can hear me, but Mara doesn't even know. Like, I want you to get a separate invite. You know what I mean? Like, I am gonna Scott, I'm not going to listen to you at all, so you can say whatever you want. I'm telling you, like, I'm telling you, I want to show up to the reception, and half the people aren't going to know that we're already married. That's what I think what I want to do, but I don't think it's
don't you think
fly
people
with
are going to think it's weird? Like they show up to the reception and like, hey, everybody, let's welcome in Mr. and Mrs. Padilla, their first dance. Let's go, everybody. And all the people at the reception will be like, well, wait, when's the wedding? Like, when do they say I do?
Well, because they can then go to the reception and then have the officiant there and real quick as they walk in say, I do, here we go. And then that's
also, Scott, you failed to realize, Mexicans skip ceremonies all the time. I told
I was gonna ask that. Like maybe you're actually doing a whole bunch of people a favor. Like, hey, I'm not even bothering you to come to the ceremony. All you have to do is come to the party.
The last 3 weddings that I have been to, I have skipped the ceremony every time that I'm not the officiant.
Okay. All right.
That's what we do.
So I don't need to push on Linda then.
Bust in and go, I disagree. What's the worst that they say? If
I
someone, I object to this union. Like that was the worst thing that could happen. That never happens in real life.
Well, it wouldn't happen with this couple. I know that. And I also know that just from listening to Mara and Alex the other night, they are so chill about their plans. I mean, even when she said, oh yeah, we'll have about 70, and Alex was like, no, it's 90. There was no contentious conversation. It was really good. They're a good couple. I'm so happy for them. And Scott, I mean, it's like when you get married, that it can come to some arguments sometimes, but it was great.
This is also like the 3rd iteration of our wedding at this point. So COVID has thrown so many wrenches in our plans that like at this point, I think both of us we're ready to just do this.
Yeah.
So we're pretty chill about it.
But I will say that for sure, however many we can fit, like I said, if we can figure out more room, more space, we're going to do some on the deck because that's where they're going to be. We'll figure it out.
So basically, Linda, this line of questioning started because Scott started when I
because Scott wants to know.
No. No, Scott doesn't want to know. Scott doesn't. Actually, he cussed on air because he doesn't give a damn. He's like, I'm showing up. So, yeah.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. Hold on a second.
This is where we're all getting to.
No. I'm just going to say this right now. I'm not unlike Alex, who goes to wedding receptions but doesn't go to the ceremony. I absolutely want to be there for what I think is the more important part of this. I'll give up the reception to just go to the ceremony and save him a couple bucks, and he doesn't have to, have me and Rachel come. But I think that the ceremony is the important thing to be at. And by the way, I feel like, Linda, you opening up your home and Austin opening up your home to Alex and Mar, I feel like I'm a little bit of a middleman here in some ways,
Really though, the real thing is he says he's going to save you a couple of bucks. It's going to save him a couple of bucks because then he doesn't have to get you a gift.
No, I'm still getting him a gift. I'm still getting him a gift. It might not be as nice if I'm not invited to the first part, but
and then what about Browner? What's Browner's?
Browner, what's your opinion on all this? Do you want to go to the ceremony or do you only want to go to the party?
I'm going to both. What you mean?
See,
I've been invited to both. I will attend both.
Was he invited to the ceremony, Alex?
Nobody's been invited to the ceremony.
Okay, let me put it this way. Will
they
me and Browner
figured it out yet?
Well, let me ask you this: Are Linda and Austin invited to the ceremony, or are you just using their house?
Yeah, like I said, we haven't made the list yet.
Right. That's right. We didn't even discuss that.
Alex,
they can see it from their bedroom.
Alex, is your mom invited to the ceremony?
Yeah, she might crash.
Sisters?
Yeah. They might crash.
Mars sisters?
Probably.
Okay.
Crash.
What about like your closest of closest friends?
Yeah, this is what I don't want to discuss publicly because I don't know yet.
This is why.
You listen, dude, let's just start from the beginning real quick. As a Mexican, to have a 70-person wedding is absurd. Okay. I got like 60 cousins. I have 20 uncles and aunts. So the fact that I already cut it to about 10% of my family, that's not even including friends, it's already a minor miracle. So now I'm just chopping heads off and I don't even care, dude. I'm like Tyrion Lannister. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. At this point, I will have conversations with whoever wants to have a conversation about what they are or not invited to. I am cool with it. So yeah, when you ask me who, I don't know yet. We'll get there.
Do you know what's interesting? When we got married, we had 35 people at our wedding.
And look how long y'all been happily married. So
oh yeah. I think the more jacked up your wedding is, the happier you're
the
married.
worse it's gonna be.
These perfect weddings, they never last, right? So, but I still, and I didn't want a lot of people because my dad had just passed away, and I was just like, I just didn't want a bunch of stuff. And to this day, like, I still had relatives that feel very snubbed.
Yeah.
You know, cousins, and you know, they treat me a little different. It's the funniest thing, but really the wedding's about the two people getting married and exactly what they want, and everybody should respect it. Now, the other option is that we do have sound rigged throughout the house, and it plays outside in the courtyard, and maybe we can hook up so that the mic is outside. You might not get the visual, but you can
Why don't we
stand
just stream
outside
it?
and
I have
listen.
but I have an idea. This is just a thought
God.
here.
Here we
Here's just an
go.
idea, because Alex mentioned that Austin, being the math guy that he is, right away started to think about chairs and the width of the chair and the length and how many chairs could we fit in. I'm just throwing out an idea here. What if there was no seating? What if everybody was like standing around? It was standing room only, and you could fit all theoretically 90 people because there were no chairs, there was no seating area. And here comes Alex and Mar, and they walk through the crowd, right? And they stand, and everybody is standing the entire time, unless there's somebody who must sit down. And then they stand. We all stand. I was at a wedding about 3 weeks ago. That was the fastest wedding I'd ever been to. I was like, that's a great wedding, because they were like, it's hot as hell out here. We're gonna make this quick. Yep, you into it? Yeah. You into it? Yeah. You're married. Let's go. So I'm just saying that maybe rather than having seating for 30 people, maybe we make it standing room only. And by the way, people could be down around the pool and around the pool area, but they could also be up on the balcony, on the terrace, looking over. So not everybody feels like they have to be jammed into one area. All I'm saying, Alex, is I'm pushing.
It won't be jammed.
I'm pushing on everybody being invited. That's all.
He's so inclusive.
Oh yeah.
He's so inclusive. But first of
Yeah,
all,
I
it's
know.
not House of Blues. It's not a mosh pit.
Yeah.
And people do like to sit during a lovely service. I'm not opposed, though, to maybe, well, this is something Alex and I are going to talk about, but down below where the pool is, that's what we're working on right now. So our goal is just to get that stuff looking decent for November.
That's what I heard.
You know what I mean? So if we've got some stuff and it looks like it's okay, it doesn't look like a construction zone, then yes, that could be an option.
Well,
you know,
I think it's super.
Sounds like this partnership has been beneficial, because now Linda has a deadline for her people.
Right.
I know. You know what? Anytime we have a party, anytime we have anything, the house always seems to move a little bit. We get more done. Otherwise, but yeah.
Well, I just think it's really awesome that you guys would, because Alex said it yesterday, and I don't know if you've heard him say this on the radio or on TV last night, but Alex said, he goes, Linda is like a second mother to me. And for you and your husband to have bought this beautiful new home and have put all this time, effort, and energy and money into it, and to open it up and to welcome Alex and his fiance. I mean, it just makes me feel like, we all had, and still to this day have, even though it's not as daily as it once was, just goes to show you like how close we all were, how tight we all were, how much we all loved each other, back in the day when we were together literally every day in a radio station.
Oh, I know.
The world has obviously changed. But the relationships haven't. That's the cool part.
Right. Yeah. And that touches me that Alex said that. But I do know that, he used to fight me all the time. Alex, when are you going to get a nice girl? When are you going to find Linda? I'm not getting married. I don't care what you say. I'm like, oh, Alex. And here we are.
Yep. He found a nice girl. All right. He really did.
She's a beauty.
Yep.
She's a beauty.
She's a great girl. So
she's
Linda Welby is here, which will make some very young ladies who have Joe Rigby as a dad, Kara, and the entire crew of girls. Going to make them real happy today, Linda. Joe told me the other day his girls stopped listening to the show because they're mad at us because you're not on every day. Which, by the way, you can be on any day you want.
All right. Well, I will, because there's some, every now and then I get my back goes up on some sports issues, so we can talk that, not just lifestyle stuff, but
okay.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we should have called Linda I told her I left her alone, but we should have called Linda during the Boston Celtics. We should have called Linda when the Red Sox gave up 28 runs. We should really call Linda during these moments.
Yes, yes.
When you can actually put it into a Boston sports fan's face, right? Yeah. I know. Linda, we miss you. I would love to see you in Austin and would love to get together.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
For sure.
I mean, I was jealous
Alex,
of I was
Oh, I'll
jealous
be
of Don
talking
and Lori
to-
Benson, who were down at your place the other day.
Oh yeah, they're great.
I love
They're
them.
so much fun.
I love them.
They really are.
Did they tell you about what they did for me up in LA?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Dude, I mean, seriously, these guys.
Hey, congratulations, by the way, on all your awards.
Thanks. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Tell her your new nickname.
Oh, my new nickname is East Side Cap.
East Side Cap.
Right, because now I hang out in East LA a lot.
Oh, so did he put that? Is that a nickname you gave yourself?
No. It's something that other people gave me. You know, I don't give
I know
myself.
Scott has his own theme music, you know, for when he walks in a room.
You know, that's the truth, sister.
It is the truth.
That is the clean truth.
The man of the people.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Linda, it is great to be with you. I want to say to everybody who's listening on radio right now, stay tuned, because Alex mentioned this in the previous segment. He said that there's more news on college football realignment, and that news will not be good news for San Diego State. So that's a great tease. And I thought we were going to get to it here, but I screwed up because I had my timing all off, and we wanted to visit with Linda here. So when we come back to the 7 Mile Casino Studios, Alex is going to explain to us this story about further realignment in college football and why this is bad news for San Diego State. Browner, I'm going to take a guess here, but I'm going to guess you're going to have a real strong opinion about all this.
Easy. Anybody could have guessed that.
Right.
Browner, strong
I know,
opinion.
right?
Mhm.
Linda Welby, we love you. We will see you soon. And I just want to say, everybody, stay tuned, because we'll get to this college football realignment / San Diego State story next. Hang around, everybody. This is Kaplan and Crew.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company. You need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Rome comes home. Yes, I said it. You can now catch the Jim Rome Show Monday through Friday, noon until 3 p.m. on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio. Back to San Diego, where it all started, on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company. You need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
Please welcome 4 of the 5 San Diego County Teachers of the Year from the 2021-2022 school year. From Central Elementary School, Laura Reyes. From Westfield High School, Tiffany George. From San Jose Elementary School, Jacqueline Jordan. And from St. Joe Chavez Middle School, Zar Sanders. Teachers, please deliver the pitch. San Diego County Teachers of the Year with their honorary pitch.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company. You need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
Listen to the Mike Greenberg Show, 7 to 9 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. Greeny brings his unmatched depth of sports knowledge, fun, and entertainment back to ESPN on a daily basis. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the Mightier1090.com.
Here's Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout with Haley Stasiak.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your San Diego Padres baseball updates. The Padres piled on the offensive power on Tuesday in a doubleheader with the Rockies, getting the win 13-5 in Game 1, then 3-2 in Game 2 on a walk-off. Trent Grisham hit a homer in the bottom of the ninth to lift the Padres to a win in that second game. Grisham is now homered in 3 consecutive games, including both games on Tuesday. Newly acquired Josh Hader got his first win as a Friar in the walk-off. Hader entered the game in the ninth when it was tied and made quick work of the Rockies, notching a strikeout as well. Juan Soto, Josh Bell, and Brandon Drury joined the team today. Lots to be excited about watching these new additions to the Friars in the next couple of months. That's your 60-second timeout. Now back to more Kaplan and Crew tonight.
Kaplan and Crew tonight's 60-second timeout is presented by Your View. You're watching Kaplan and Crew tonight, powered by the Mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
What's going on to all the great friends that watch the show on television here on Cox Your View? What you're about to see will never be heard on radio, won't be seen on YouTube, no audio podcast. This is just for you here on Cox Your View. Hey to all the great friends out there that watch on Cox Your View. You might be in San Diego, Orange County, LA, Santa Barbara. We're happy to have everybody here. What we love to do in this time is it's a Cox exclusive. This is stuff you're only going to see here on Cox. Not going to hear this on radio on 1090, not going to see it on our YouTube channel, not going to hear it on any of the audio podcast platforms. This is just for you guys that watch on Cox Your View. A really big show coming to the Scottish Rites Event Center in Mission Valley in San Diego. If you love trading sports memorabilia or buying or selling, this is going to be the place for you. It's coming up on August 6th and 7th. And here's the guy running the entire operation. Here's Joe Oliveri, known to his friends as Joe O from SD Collectibles, who's running this show. Hey, Joe, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, Scott. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. Let's talk about this. Tell us about why people need to know about your show, SD Collectibles, on August 6th and 7th.
Well, we have a great show coming up August 6th and 7th at the Scottish Rite Event Center, like you had mentioned, right there in Mission Valley. We have over 130 tables that'll be at this show. We also have Paul Lowe signing autographs on Saturday. We have Steve Garvey and Raleigh Fingers, which will be there on Sunday doing in-person autographs. We just have a really great collection of some of the biggest and best of the community, the card collecting community, coming out there August 6th and 7th, showing their cards, showing their collectibles. There'll be a lot of memorabilia out there. And really what we look at it as is something for every collector.
Yeah, when you say every collector, is it, from what I understand and looking at the website, sdcollectibles.com, it's not just purely sports cards. Is that right?
That's correct, Scott. We have sports cards, memorabilia, autographed items, quite a few unique autographed items and memorabilia. But we also have Pokemon, a large selection of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering. There'll be vendors there that have comic books. As I mentioned, there's several autograph signers that will be there. We also have JSA, which will be on site for both Saturday and Sunday, doing in-person authentication, same-day services.
Well, that's awesome, because for me, the one thing I know I'm most interested in, and I know a lot of people who are watching right now have the same thing. If you've got a piece of sports memorabilia that you are willing to part with, but you don't have authentication, like I have this Marshall Faulk football, the year that he broke the record where he was over 1,000 yards rushing and receiving for the Rams in 2000. I've also got this basketball sitting right here that is signed by every Los Angeles Laker of the 2002 World Championship team. So Shaq, Kobe, Phil Jackson. I don't really honestly know if they're authentic. I think they are. It's just I don't have the paperwork. So I can bring this stuff to your show and get it authenticated on site. Is that right?
That's correct. You can bring your autographed items, whether it's memorabilia such as those basketballs, footballs, baseballs, bats, cards, photos. You can bring them right to the show Saturday or Sunday. Stop by the JSA booth. Chris would be happy to help you there. He'll be on site with his team, and they can authenticate different items that you have that have autographs so that you can find out, one, if it's real, and two, it just gives it that much more value when it is authenticated.
What if I get it authenticated and I want to sell it? Is there a way for a private person like myself? I say private, I mean, like, I'm not in the business. Can I sell this stuff?
Yeah, you sure can. There's a couple different ways to do that. I mean, obviously, there's some online ways to do that take a lot of time and a whole different set of really procedures. But one of the great things that you can do, we have tables available and we have options for everyone. We do have some vendor tables available, 6, 8, and 12-foot tables. You can bring your items down there to sell. You can bring your cards, your memorabilia, and so on. If you have some memorabilia items like you're showing there, Scott, you can get them authenticated right at JSA, bring them over to your table, and you can put them out there for all of the attendees to see and see if you can make a deal on selling it or possibly trading it for something that you have a little more interest in.
All right. Well, while you're talking, I know Alex is putting up on the screen for everybody the website. It's sdcollectibles.com, sdcollectibles.com. Information about where, when, who's going to be there signing autographs, how you can get authenticated, how you can buy a table and space if you want to sell your own collection. Joe, this is going to be a fun show. This is going to be really cool. Give us any final thoughts, things you need people to know before you roll.
Well, one of the great things is it's a family-friendly event. When you come to our shows, you'll see a lot of people, both the parents and the kids, showing them around because there's something for everyone. There's bargain boxes of cards that are anywhere from 50 cents to $1 up. And then if you're one of those bigger collectors that likes to find those unique cards, maybe those graded cards, those Gem Mint 10, there's going to be thousands and thousands of those on display, as well as what's called the trading card game, the TCG, with Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and so on, comic books, as I mentioned, autographed memorabilia and such. If I could give a special thank you to some of those in our community that have helped support our event. Stacked Packs, big supporter and sponsor of our event. Poke Familia, J-Lo Collectibles, SD Sportsmem, and OC Dugout. Those folks really helped support our event, and they'll be at the show. So if you have an opportunity to come out and attend, come by and say hello to those folks that have vendor tables set up.
Joe, it sounds like it's going to be a great event on August 6th and 7th. The website is SD Collectibles, and we'll see you down there. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
The NFL lives here. If it's about the NFL, you found the right station. Join 1090 every Sunday during the NFL season for the exclusive SoCal home of not one, but 2 NFL games every Sunday during the season on the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio.
I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of California, then you don't need a tax relief company, you need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
Home of Guiding Hands helps San Diego community in that we're a resource for families. A lot of times when families first identify that their child, their loved one, might have an intellectual or developmental disabilities, they don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. And we're here to help guide people through that process, to show them what a thriving life their loved one can have. It's a passion I share, having a daughter with a disability.
I really love the place that I live at. Because of Home of Guiding Hands, I was able to move out of my parents' house and into a beautiful home that I love living in. And so if you have an independent living service coordinator, they will help you learn more about being independent, and they help guide you through different things. They've helped me with lots of encouragement and love. They've also given me an ILS worker who is an amazing person, and I love her so much. She's great. I could tell you the first, week or so, I wasn't feeling very confident in myself. The first couple of nights I was like, oh, this is scary. But I look back on it now and I'm like, this is so easy.
Main Street Living celebrates diverse abilities in partnership with Home of Guiding Hands, supporting the special needs community for over 55 years.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Welcome to Sam the Cooking Guy. I think you can guess what our theme for today is.